Don't forget to follow us on social media for beautiful food and inspiration.
All right, everybody, welcome to Local Love. We do this show live every Tuesday, right around 9 p.m. Pacific, right after Down Ballot. Down Ballot started early tonight. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out during Down Ballot and making the switch over to Local Love. If you're listening to the podcast version of this show, please tune in, twitch.tv/Echoplex Media, and then maybe you'll see some shit you don't like and you'll never watch again. But we're just asking you to do that. Make sure you're following this on your podcatcher of choice. And I'm producer Dave. You can find me damn near anywhere. Wearing a New York Yankees hat because you're apparently a baseball fan. Who are you?
Oh, no. Well, I don't really know anything about baseball other than it's a sport. But yeah, I'm Chip DeVille, and this is actually a musical New York Yankees hat. It has a musical history to it. But that's a story for another day. You can find me mostly on Instagram if I'm on it.
Did you promote the Shutterdown Instagram?
I did.
Yeah.
So if you follow me on Instagram, then you saw a promotion for this very show that you are listening to this very moment.
I do follow you.
All right. Hell yeah. I tagged you, so I hope you see it. Who are you, by the way, sir?
Hey, everybody. I'm John Renna. How we doing?
Excellent.
Fantastic. Where can people find you? Are you on Grindr or something?
Me?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure who you were looking at. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook and Bandcamp and a little bit on SoundCloud, but Bandcamp is kind of where you can find my library, and you can find all of my stuff streaming on all major platforms as well.
You can even search for it when you look for music on your Instagram posts, and yeah,
exactly.
Can find you that way.
My Instagram is now officially my music page.
Yeah,
as is my Facebook, so you can no longer learn about my personal life on social media, just my music life.
You can't learn about my there's a big blur for me between the personal and the public. So there's just it just depends if you know me or not. I understand.
How deep you're willing to go.
How late are you willing to watch this show?
How late are you willing to stay up?
Well, fucking great. I've heard a lot of artists talk about how their favorite place for people to find them is generally Bandcamp, and I imagine that's probably the same for you. Why? What's up? What do you like most about Bandcamp as far as what they offer to the artists?
Well, I'm still fairly new in using it. I've been on Bandcamp for, I don't know, probably about 10 months now, and I'm still trying to grow my followers and the community there, but I'm finding a lot of really good music on Bandcamp, a lot of other people like me, a lot of other really good punk music, or just there's every genre you could think of, and it's just this whole world of great music that's on there. So I found myself for the first time in a while really getting into kind of music exploration and discovering new music for the first time in a while, and I actually purchased a lot of, don't tell my wife, but I actually purchased a lot of music on Bandcamp now because, I got to kind of keep myself busy these days, and music's kind of been that outlet for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, discovering a lot of new musicians on there, and trying to kind of network with them a little bit. And also I like that, when you sell something on Bandcamp, not that I'm doing it for the money, but when I do sell an album or a download or something, that money goes almost instantly into my PayPal account. I don't have to wait months for it to go through Spotify and Apple and DistroKid. I mean, it takes a while for you to get paid on that.
Well, and then even with the streaming services, I've got a few buddies who've they've gotten up there with their followings and everything like that, and even still, a lot of these streaming services really don't give you a dick. You'll kind of get a sliver and maybe a good pat on the back, be like, hey, congratulations, you got this many plays this year. But
no, you mentioned that. I bet I bet the podcast network here made more on Spotify ads than most local artists did, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate.
I mean, if you're Green Day, you're going to do well on Spotify, but I'm not Green Day, right? I am just a guy from Campbell, right? I mean, I have to, we're all trying to work and build our community and our followers up. But the thing I like about Bandcamp is that, you're getting, for me, I'm networking with other musicians that I'm finding on there. It's not just oh, hey, I found this band or this musician, because chances are they're just Joe Schmo like me. And so I've been following them on social media, messaging them, and, just trying to build that network as well. So you can't. I don't know. I haven't really been able to do that on Spotify and like Apple Music.
Well, no, you can't message somebody on Spotify and be like, "Fuck your song."
Exactly.
Right? It's interesting too, because like we've watched a lot of different artists kind of have to adapt, and I think that what you're doing is actually generally going to be pretty smart in the long run. You're like, well, I'm just going to focus on recording, because like our scene here, like I love everybody I've met in the San Jose scene, but it's like, man, I want to be careful here, because like I said, like I love going out in San Jose, but God, is it hard as like an artist to like get your foot in the door somewhere great. Now you're just playing there over and over again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's nothing wrong with like having like a home spot that you play. People get residencies as bands. You're the house band somewhere, you're the resident DJ. But that's like different than like a thriving scene like San Francisco.
Yeah. I miss that though. I mean, I've always kind of had a home base over the years, whether it had been the Gaslighter or kind of had a couple different coffee shops kind of on rotation that I'd kind of book myself at throughout the year. And then for the last several years, up until Diane over at Jersey shut it down, I was doing the Jersey shows, and you know, it wasn't just me as like the house acoustic guy. I mean, I was bringing in full live bands in that place and packing the house. And
that was fun too.
Yeah, we were having
fun
fucking shows.
For like $10, you got like more food than your face could handle.
Exactly. Free music, and you get food and drinks. Everybody was having a good time, you know, and you know, unfortunately, you know, there's just not as many places to do it these days. So, you know, I've had to adapt.
I mean, we suffer from something here, and another DJ I know, Chip, you know the guy too, Sean Chandler, was saying that what's going on here, and he was saying it a couple years ago, he was saying that what's going on here is that we're like importing a workforce that doesn't really understand the culture of the Bay Area, and it's making problems for like art and music here, because you're bringing all these people, and they're not bad people or whatever, but they're not like Bay Area folks. So they show up here and they go out and maybe they're weirded out by like some of the more Bay Area things about the Bay Area, but
things that make it unique.
Right. And you know, it's not their fault, but like the sort of economics of the area means we're like importing all these software engineers, and there's nothing wrong with being a software engineer. I have two of them as my co-hosts for two of my different shows, but it's like those aren't the people that are going to go out to the shows, and those people end up displacing the people who do want to go out to the shows, and it makes it real. How many of your friends had to leave the Bay Area? Like, mainstays at the shows, and they're not being replaced by anybody generally. Yeah. It's not like, oh, hey, I work at Twitter and here I am at the Caravan. No, that's just not what happens, right?
Yeah. And, you know, for me, it's been especially hurtful because I don't play often outside of the South Bay. You know, I don't venture out of the South Bay very much. And maybe that's my bad, and I should have been.
Well, no, it's hard, though, because you end up paying to play. And if you're an unknown quantity outside, if you have to go to San Francisco, like gas is especially expensive right now. But let's say it wasn't, you know, let's say it was half the price. You're still paying to play because you're going to buy food when you go out. You're going to buy a couple drinks. You're going to stay a little longer than you should because, I mean, it is a party. And then, like, you know, you get $80 when you leave or whatever, and that's real great, you know, but then you've just spent, you know, $50 to go out if you had a couple beers.
Exactly.
You're usually in the red when you're leaving a gig out of town.
Yeah. I'm usually in the red when I play a gig in town. So, you know, I mean,
we're in the red just sitting in this room doing this fucking radio show. You know how much we could fucking rent this room for if somebody wanted to just sleep here and annoy me?
I gave you guys 4 CDs. That's going to cost you about at least $12. I'm just kidding. That's just to cover costs. So you guys can Venmo or PayPal me later.
We'll add it to the overall debt of this project.
See, that's the other thing. I'm like, I can't even give away my CDs. I'm like, you collect CDs? Thank God. Please take this motherfucker from me. Because it's been sitting in my garage for 2 years thanks to this fucking virus. I haven't even been able to give a CD away, you know?
But it's fucked up. Like, and the flip side of that is like, you don't have a whole band, but then people who do have a whole band, the whole band has to show up at the show, and then now you're splitting $80 between 4 people, and it's like, fuck.
Exactly. Well, you know, the couple years that I did jerseys, and really every gig that I ever got paid at a coffee shop or anything, I always give the money to the other acts. You know, just to. I don't know, just it just wasn't about the money for me, you know.
I only ever like really made money on one show, but it wasn't like, okay, that's not true. When I was I played like circuit parties, but that's a whole other scenario. There were a lot of other pitfalls that went around with the circuit parties. But like the only times I've ever really made money was when I was producing like a totally illegal electronic music show. And like that's fine, but then you eventually end up in jail.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody wants that.
I mean, I don't know. Depends on how much money you make. A couple nights and catch and release for $8,000. I'll do that shit.
Yeah.
Catch it like, oh, you threw an illegal party? Get out of here.
I mean, I know people here in the scene in the community that do music for a living. You know, I'm not that type of musician or performer where I can go out every weekend and get these paying gigs and play, 30 cover songs and get paid, a couple $100 for my time,
If you're only doing that every weekend too. You think about it, you do that twice. It's $300. That's $600. That's $2,400. What are you going to do? Rent a room? And then where are you going to practice? Like it's the economics of this place also just like discourage creativity in a lot of ways. Like I agree with that. When you raise the cost of living somewhere, you're not going to get a painter choosing to move there. Why would a painter move to San Jose?
Yeah.
Like you better be like selling a painting that people think is made of gold and buy it at the appropriate cost. Otherwise, you're going to end up painting scenery. You're going to end up painting at like a night by night hotel room or something. Like it's going to be a bad life for an artist here.
It's hard. I mean, I started painting this last year a bit, and a friend and mentor of mine, kind of in the painting side of things, he lives up in Chico, where it's just absolutely beautiful. He's always out in nature painting things.
It's interesting because it's not even that cheap up there anymore.
I know, but he can just go out in his backyard and like paint something that's just beautiful, that's nature. And I'm like, dude, I got to drive 45 minutes for that.
I'm beautiful.
Yeah. I'm like, I pulled a photo off the internet and here's what I painted. Some shit I found off the internet.
I'm really good at stick figures.
So what I want to do, first of all, so that you can play some music, because I know you're probably itching to do that, but also because I want to be a good neighbor, is we're going to front load this show with the live performance. We're not going to have this shit anymore where people are playing music at midnight here.
That's good.
My neighbors are great and they wouldn't mind, but I'd also like to be cool to them. So we're going to play this Keep On Moving On song. We're going to get you set up. Chip will get you set up with the mics, and then I will fiddle with them afterwards because I'm a control
That sounds
freak.
good.
That's how this works.
Before we play this song, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Keep moving on. Oh man, yeah. So I wrote this one a while ago because it was on my first album. It's with Doug Hargrove, one of the few songs he was actually on my first album. Doug, aka that Ollie Bastard. I don't know if he's out there listening tonight.
Yeah. Ollie Bastard was a regular in the chat around
definitely
here.
A regular in the chat.
I think we ended up weirding him out.
Oh yeah, he fully supports your guys' show.
He's just like this is too weird.
Yeah, he pops in and pops out, but he's always been a big supporter of your guys' show, and he's always listening. And he's been a good friend of mine since we were about 12 years old, and we've collaborated musically over the years, all the way from before he was in FTB when they were like DFA, and he popped in and out of some bands that I was in early on, and so yeah, we still collab. He's like one of the few like songwriters that I know that kind of does the same thing that I do, so we bounce a lot off of each other, and he collabs a lot on my songs because he's super fucking talented and can just kind of throw down on anything. So this is a song that he guest appearanced on that album, and I don't really know what the song's about per se. It's just about kind of the world kicking you in the ball sack and trying to get back up, and trying to keep your head up, rain and shine.
I like that.
seems to blind you. One thing that I've learned is that this world burns brighter than the sun. I am not concerned as this world turns. Gotta keep on moving on. Keep on moving on. I don't have answers, but I have so many questions. My decisions have left a blister on my complexion. I'm under the knife, I'm cut wide open for inspection. Couldn't tell you why, I have no recollection. One thing that I've learned is that this world burns brighter than the sun. I am not concerned as this world turns. Gotta keep on moving on. Keep on moving on. One thing that I've learned is that this world burns brighter than the sun. I am not concerned as this world burns. Gotta keep on moving on. 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 Keep on moving on.
All right, we're gonna have John Renna here in just a sec, getting himself situated. He's got a bottle of water. He's got a fucking a can. Is that a can or a jar? Some kind of can jar device.
I need my medicine here. You know, I gotta get all locked and loaded here, ready to go.
Ready to go. All right, we got. Oh shit! The bleezy that Chip lit
Here we
just
go.
made like a flashing on the screen with you. It's not you.
It's effects. It's effects that I don't even pay for, really.
Yes, it's free. These effects are very special and they're
Yeah.
free. Everybody, John Renna.
I feel weird because your neighbor's like right there.
I mean, I feel weird about my neighbors too, but like I have to live near them. They put up with this pretty well. John Renna, everybody.
How are we doing? All right. Let's see if I can read the words here. Give me just a minute. No, I'm good, dude. So, can I get a little more volume on the headphones? Intern Chip. That's good. So, yeah. Playing some music. This is going to be a song that I am releasing on a new album that was kind of supposed to be kind of an unofficial thing, but it's 49 songs across 3 volumes. The first volume is releasing on Friday. It'll be 16 songs in length. Basically, it spans from 2002 to 2020. A lot of songs that I've written, and this will be one of those 49. And I don't think I've ever played this live before.
Something tells me that I've been right here before, feeling all the same old shit I felt before. There's a world out there meant to be explored. Here I sit on the sofa being bored. My mind just ticks away as my soul self-destructs. It's not that I don't care, I just don't give a fuck. Breaking every rule that's written in the book. Picture speaks 8,000 words my eyes won't look. And I don't know what to do except lash out at you. My fists are black and blue, I could really use you right now. Right now. This ain't over till it's all said and done. Live my life like a fugitive on the run. Something tells me that I'm not the only one. This ain't over till it's all said and done. All said and done. Life's a parody, no mystery how it ends. What can I say for myself? I guess it all depends. Don't have to like me, just love me anyway. Not made of money, it's the price that you pay. And I don't know what to do except lash out at you. My fists are black and blue, I could really use you right now. Right now. This ain't over till it's all said and done. Live my life like a fugitive on the run. Something tells me that I'm not the only one. This ain't over till it's all said and done. All said and done. To do except lash out at you. My fists are black and blue, I could really use you right now. Right now. This ain't over till it's all said and done. Live my life like a fugitive on the run. Something tells me that I'm not the only one. This ain't over till it's all said and done. All said and done.
My headphones here keep kind of cutting out on me, so I'm just going to take these off. If that's cool.
Dude, the chat was like, this sounds like shit.
Really?
No. That's exactly.
Cool.
No, actually, when people do acoustic recordings here, it sounds like fucking legit. You don't have to worry about it. Do your thing. I got you covered. I don't have headphones on either. We're doing all by vibe tonight.
So that was off the new album I'm putting out. That song's several years old. I can't even tell you how. Like, that song's probably written in 2014 or so. This song is much newer. It's off my latest album that I wrote and put out on New Year's Day, which is called A Long Way From Home. And this is the first song on the album. It's called Nervous Breakdown. Oop. Need to tune up, because when you get new strings, they like to go out of tune hell fast.
Tuning is the best song anyway. Because the drummer's like, and you're like, whoa, dude, that's a really good drummer.
Yeah, my E string like dropped like a hole.
It's like new underwear.
Yeah, you got to break them in a little bit. Like I put them on last night, and then I played like one song.
Shot to shit like they're fired from a gun. Feeling all wound up, it's time to get unspun. Think I have a problem, or maybe 21. Constantly overwhelmed, what the fuck have I become? Life can sometimes get the better of me. Have to keep my head straight, or it might be too little too late. Nervous breakdown, I am freaking out. You're not helping out. Nervous breakdown, I am freaking out. You're not helping out. Anxiety on high has a mind of its own, pacing and shaking like a race car on the road. Here comes a storm, a psychotic episode. Luckily my head's attached, it's likely to explode. Life can sometimes get the better of me. Have to keep my head straight, or it might be too little too late. Nervous breakdown, I am freaking out. You're not helping out. Nervous breakdown, I am freaking out. You're not helping out. Life can sometimes get the better of me. Have to keep my head straight, or it might be too little too late. Nervous breakdown, I am freaking out. You're not helping out. Nervous breakdown, I am freaking out. You're not helping out. Get the fuck out.
All right. I feel like my neighbors aren't banging like brooms and shit against their newly redone like pergo floors. So I feel like we could do one more song here from Mr. Renna. I feel like we should definitely do that. By the way, we got a follower.
Yeah, I can mellow it down. I'm gonna
we got Pimpy the Dolphin that followed us. So what's up, Pimpy the Dolphin? John, you brought about Pimpy the Dolphin.
I brought about Pimpy the Dolphin.
That's just somebody that followed the channel. That's just the name of somebody on Twitch. You know,
so
you
just one more?
Just one more.
Okay, maybe two more?
I mean, maybe one more. We're like past. Nobody's mad yet. Yeah, fuck it. Two more. Let's go.
All right. Let me give my guitar a little tune up.
Verse from Rebels Camp is up in here and seems to be approving of this message.
All right.
Playing two more though, I'm gonna have to walk behind you because after I'm done with my cigarette and my drink, because I'm gonna need to pee and get another drink. I hope that's okay with you.
That's fine.
All right.
You could walk.
I won't tackle you or anything.
Two more. What should I play? Because I was gonna play one off the other album, but I'll play a mellow one. Producer Dave.
Friends by my side, family to call my own. Roof overhead, an affordable home. Writing this song, just so you know. Lucky to be alive in a land of lost souls. We pass by each other like we're cars on the road. See through each other like we're old on it goes. I'm damned if I do, and we're damned if we don't. See you in hell, no I probably won't. Friends by my side, family to call my own. Roof overhead, an affordable home. Writing this song, just so you know. Lucky to be alive in a land of lost souls. All have our problems, but not compared to yours. So many scars, you're like an old hardwood floor. I fall asleep standing, I'm so tired of war. The war on each other that Facebook supports. Friends by my side, family to call my own. Roof overhead, an affordable home. Writing this song, just so you know. Lucky to be alive in a land of lost souls. Got friends by my side, family to call my own. A roof overhead, an affordable home. Writing this song, just so you'll know. Lucky to be alive in a land of lost souls. Got friends by my side, family to call my own. Roof overhead, an affordable home. Writing this song, just so you'll know. Lucky to be alive in a land of lost souls. Lucky to be alive in a land of lost souls. Lucky to be alive in a land of lost souls.
Thank you. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling. I'd like to dedicate this next song to all of you guys because it's been a while since I've seen. Well, I saw you guys a couple weeks ago to at a show, Art Boutique, I think. But before that, it had been a while. So the song's about for all those that we haven't seen in ages, because you're missed and you're loved, and thank you for having me. Appreciate it. This song is also off my last album, A Long Way From Home. It's called Gone for Good. It's the last song on the album. Again, I do have another album coming out on Bandcamp only on Friday, volume 1 of the 3-volume series I'm releasing. It's more for like the hardcore John Renna fans, which are like probably one of you in all of existence. So just want to thank you for your patronage and listening to me. Doug.
How the hell have you been? These filled up notebook pages know me better than my friends. Go in and out of phases, so my mood all just depends. Not rich nor am I famous, but a guy can still pretend. Tomorrow starts to feel like 5,000 miles away. The struggle's getting real, surviving every single day. Doing my best to put a smile upon my face. Not getting any younger, just wasting away. Days are getting short and fly by so fast. Fingerprint smudges on the pictures, forgotten past. Remembering the good times made us all laugh. Those days are gone for good and there ain't no turning back. 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 Today has to feel like my brain is gonna bend. One drink to fix my problems, the beginning to the end. I try so hard to be the best father that I can. No deadbeat but imperfect, I'll always hold your hand. Days are getting short and fly by so fast. Fingerprint smudges on the pictures, forgotten past. Remembering the good times made us all laugh. Those days are gone for good and there ain't no turning back. Gone for good, no turning back. Gone for good, no turning back. Gone for good, no turning back. These days are getting short and fly by so fast. Fingerprint smudges on the pictures, forgotten past. Remembering the good times made us all laugh. Those days are gone for good and there ain't no turning back. Gone for good, no turning back. Gone for good, no turning back. Gone for good, no turning back. No turning back.
And that's all she wrote, I guess.
Oh, that was fucking great. Fucking great. We should put out an acoustic album from Local Love here. Anyway, everybody, check this out. There's a song. We're gonna like rearrange everything. I don't know, whatever. This is Kotai by Sweet Haya. And we've never played this song on Echoplex Media before. Thanks, Aaron, for sending this on over.
If I ever have a thought so pure, and if all the light that shines every blinking moment I haven't lived for. If I ever had a thought so pure, then I would know there is a home where my eyes can rest peacefully in a river filled with more than I hope, a road to carry my heart ever so gently.
we're back, and by we're back, I mean the other two people. I'm not on the camera. What's up?
Hey.
You went hosting the show now. What's up?
I'm hosting the show.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you guys, too.
It's been what the last time we saw, I think, was at it was our Boutique, and that was Periscope and Relapse and Sweet Haya.
Yeah.
Which is
that was such a good show. It's like so weird. Actually, I'm gonna bring myself back up and
it's like eating a giant plate of comfort food.
It is. It's just like it's all the fate. It's just like
So
speaking of Periscope, they're playing this Saturday at Art Boutique.
Oh, we could do this thing. We could do this thing. I'm gonna read some copy. Actually,
what's the band from Portland? Solo.
I can find that out in just a minute. Hold on. I have a thing. It's like a flyers grid. Here's what's coming up, everybody.
Oh, flyers.
I almost had it right.
So on Monday, we got Meltdown Monday. That's with the Media Wench.
But go to Art Boutique on Saturday to see.
We have all these
Periscope.
flyers. Let's see if we can find the flyer for it. I can bring it up. Periscope Sound Pop. Yep, there we go.
Salopanto. That's what it was.
It's Salopanto and Periscope. It's a Saturday night, all ages. Live music. It's at the Art Boutique. I may have been.
I won't be there.
I may have been acting weird, but you should
go.
totally go
You
to that
should
show.
go.
Juan Maserati has not come back to the waiting room since I sent him off into the abyss of a video ninja room that doesn't exist. I hope it didn't take down every computer within 5 miles of him.
That's very possible.
Yeah, but go to this show. It's at the Art Boutique. You go to any show at the Art Boutique, but especially this one. What was really cool about seeing Periscope is I hadn't seen them in kind of quite some time when I saw them, and Matt's hair got 4 times as long, and then he was singing 4 times as well as he sang before.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I feel like that was that was just a thing.
That last album that they came out with was called Resurface. Is that what it's called? Anyways, it didn't leave my fucking any sort of playlist or stereo for 4 months.
If you could
5
imagine
months.
it,
The only
Juan,
thing I
are you
listen
coming
to.
back on the show or what? Actually, fuck off. If you could imagine it,
He's in the chat, he says.
yeah, he's in. I don't know. He's in the chat.
Leave the poor guy alone.
No, I'm here. So, if you could imagine it, there's a Periscope song that is the absolute, by far, the most played song.
Boomers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
its song is so good.
They just played a video or a Twitch show at the complex in San Francisco a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're cheating on us, but that's fine.
And it was cool. Matt's hair more or less did the same.
Yeah, it's all you see.
But it was
It got a little bit longer,
it
and
was
his
a good
vocals
show.
just got that much better. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, the hair.
The longer his hair gets, the better his vocals are.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
It's all a beautiful thing. So it all flows together. And the songs are really good too.
I think I'm going to play a Periscope, but I'm not going to play Boomers.
We played Time Traveler.
Oh God, that song is so good. Juan,
That's a good one.
get up on the fucking show, Juan. I know everybody's leave Juan alone, but come on, Juan.
Then leave one alone.
Juan, get
Somebody has to be on one side.
get up on it.
Listen, Juan isn't even on
I'll
one
be
side.
that guy.
And this is time. this is Time Traveler by Periscope. We'll be right back with more of this show, I guess.
This clock is old and busted. These hands that
All right, we're back with our musical guest Juan Maserati.
Hey, Juan, what's going on?
Welcome to the show, Juan.
Nice to finally have you here.
Thanks
Hey,
for being our guest tonight.
what are you
Hey,
working
guys.
on?
Right now, I am working on some whiskey.
So when you're
Not kombucha.
so when you're
This ain't kombucha. Just-
Jesus.
fucking it is the
What was
Fed.
that?
It's the Fed. So when you're working on your album, what kind of kombucha do you generally prefer, and how does it help you?
And what kind of probiotics do you like?
Yeah, like
What's
what
your
kind
process?
what's the process here?
Well, I kind of get geared up first by watching Ecoplex Media Look Love, and then the kombucha, and then I will tag along on the interwebs and get high as fuck.
Sounds like a
Great.
plan.
Don't
So-
worry, this is being all cut from the show. So
Yeah, this is not part of the show. We're not even doing a show. We already ended the show, Juan. We were just we were just going to mess with you a little bit.
Sure,
when you're
sure.
when you're conceiving of the concept of the essence of a song, where does that come from for you?
On a more serious note, just like life, just kind of what your experiences are, how you deal with things.
That's deep.
I could go deeper, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, what I'm wondering is then what is the spiritual essence of knocking out some
Give us-
show us
dope
your
at
density.
What
Give
is the
us-
spiritual essence of knocking? What is the spiritual essence of knocking out some dope ass vibes on the keys?
Give us the Robert Lopez version.
No, Robert Lopez.
You want the Robert Lopez version? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's about knowing that you're going to hell if you don't repent and change your ways. Okay? Now listen. After this show, I'm heading up to Reading because I hear there's a city council meeting.
You'll
And I got-
probably get there and it'll still be going.
That's funny. You could probably leave right now, actually, if you drove real fast. That they'd still be, I don't know what they're doing, honky tonking or whatever they do up there. So no, we're just fucking with you. We came back and I'm like, everybody pretend you're interviewing Juan. And so what's up? Introduce yourself real quick.
Oh, yes, everyone. Hello. My name is Juan Maserati. I, on the advice of producer Dave, I'm now starting to get out there on Twitch more. I'm sorry, Twitter. And
I see
so
you see me liking your tweets too. You see me liking
yeah,
your
man,
tweets?
absolutely. So I'm trying to get out of the sort of the angry poster type of
Twitter.
mode.
Twitter's hella angry too. It's just not Facebook.
It's angry,
Right,
but
right.
it makes you be more concise.
Right. You can't write. You know how you write that. You know how sometimes you'll write like the intro to a novel on a Facebook post.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that about
He
yourself.
doesn't do that all at one time. He'll start like a third of it, and then he'll put it away, and then he'll write like another third. He'll like get angry about things again, and he'll write another third. And like that's like 4 days worth of rant like stacked up when he gives like a good essay.
It all goes down in one post. Basically, yeah.
Twitter is good for you because you can't do none of that.
Yeah, it makes you just be like, you know what? Fuck this fucking motherfucker, and then you just like send.
Right. What's the restriction of letters these days? Like
No, they
how
let
many
you use
characters?
all of them.
4,000.
They let you use all of them. They let you
4,000.
200,
I'm trying to grow my community on Splotchy. It's a new site.
Splotchy. I don't even know if you're telling the truth or not.
It's the middle wing.
We live in a bizarre world.
We do.
But Juan's tweeting. That's great.
Splotchy.
Juan, where could people? What is your Twitter handle? We're practicing you for when we send you on the Charlie Kirk show. What is your Twitter handle?
Well, it's just Juan Maserati. At Juan Maserati. I think that's
Is it?
the handle. Yeah.
All right,
You got
cool.
one. You got the just Juan just straight up Juan Maserati.
Yeah, it's that at symbol Juan Maserati. I
That's
don't know.
fucking badass, dude. Right the fuck on.
You should be on there more often. You fucking find hella more people that'll get mad at you. And then they don't even have to be your friends, and that's a huge bonus of Twitter. Actually,
But see,
if you get into it with somebody, they're like not like the bass player of a band you once saw. It's like some fucking weirdo in Poughkeepsie, you know. So like, if you get into a fight with somebody on there, there's just no real social consequences
It's just
to
fun
it.
to say Poughkeepsie.
But on the real, I'm trying to like change the frequency. I'm literally trying to get on the Twitter and just post nothing but music shit. Like I don't want to get
Post your own music shit
politics.
mostly. Post your own music shit mostly.
No, not just mine, but pretty much everybody. I would say everyone. Like I just did a post on John Renna's stuff. I did a post on your stuff, by the way, and I'm just kind of like putting stuff out there for people to hear about. I think that's the only thing I can do as I'm approaching Social Security age.
I appreciate that one.
You know what I mean? It's all you can do. I mean,
I appreciate the support.
Fucking,
you got to support motherfuckers. You know, you got to support them.
That
You
shit
really
was,
do.
That shit. That shit was funny. I'm just gonna like that shit was funny. Well, good. You're also in a couple bands. I was asking you to introduce yourself, but also you spent a lot of time making sure everybody knows you're on Twitter, so that's actually pretty good marketing for yourself.
Yeah.
Good job. Well done.
I'm trying. You know what? Like I said, I am in Rebels Camp and Los Providers. By the way, we just did a show this past Saturday, and it fucking rocked. It was great. It was like we hadn't played at the spot for well over a year. And it was just like, no mask or anything like that. It was just, everybody was in the house, and we fucking killed it. It was a great show.
With the camp or with the improvisers?
Improvisers, yes,
Good.
ma'am.
Nice.
You need to get those people like to come on the show.
Yeah,
why are you
gatekeeping the rest of your other band?
Yeah. Who are these people? I mean,
strangers. We don't know these people.
They sound magical.
We gotta set it up then. No, I mean I'm not gatekeeping anything. I just figured. I just figured.
I'm not gatekeeping anything. Juan Maserati, 2022.
I am no gatekeeper. Okay, yeah. I am not a gatekeeper.
To be gatekeeping any fucking San Jose music.
So enough about me. Let's redirect it to John. John, that last album you put out, man, I felt there was like a lot of like reflection and like a lot of good, just I don't know, like
Juan, somebody just followed you on Twitter.
It was
keep them coming.
Look at that.
Keep them coming.
Look at you.
No, but it's a great album, man. It really
Thank
is.
you. I appreciate that. I put some. I mean, I always put effort into everything I do, but the writing on that one, I definitely felt was like a little bit more. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it because like all my shit's kind of like pretty like personal and. But I mean, like there's a song on that album about my daughter and like. So like it was a little bit upbeat too in some ways. It wasn't just kind of like deep. Like the first album I did was, it had some upbeat to it, but it was also pretty deep when you look kind of like dive in.
Yeah.
Hey Juan, I have a fucking word to the wise. If you're sitting in the waiting room and we don't see you, what you need to do is start complaining in the Twitch chat.
Oh no! I didn't. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that because you know what?
That's funny.
Can I just say the reason why? Because
but it would be funny if you were
doing it.
But it would be funny if you were raising hell in the Twitch chat about how you were in the waiting room and nobody's paying attention to you. That would be good content.
Let me in.
Content comes from all directions, sir.
Listen,
all directions.
Listen, motherfucker. Let me in.
So I feel like we should take a break, play a song. We'll do like one more segment, and then we'll end Ye Oldie podcast. We'll be here for a while, but I have to play this song because literally this is the only place you're going to hear this song unless you're friends with the person who wrote it, or maybe you're the media wench and you got the files because you also you could hear it on the media. Actually, no, echoplexmedia.com, whatever. Everywhere's an island. Pedicate the Roughies.
At least your grandparents got to the mountain. They beat up the others with axes and sticks. The grandparents got and moved from the ocean for it rose up and swallowed their houses and kids.
So it occurs to me that if we had a proper studio and we ran out of mics here, Chip would be able to just go run into another room, turn on a console, and join us via like a video remote in sort of.
Right.
He can come sit on my lap if he wants.
I mean, there's a whole other website. We would monetize that in a completely different way.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, that's
Juan. Oh, I didn't even turn Juan on. Hold on. I've turned Juan on. That's not what I meant.
Are you there, Juan? You're a musical guest.
Yes. Hello,
that's another-
testing 1 2.
that's another show that we would charge for.
I would lap dance. Lap
I love Patty K
dance.
and the Roughies.
It is red light.
That's not quite. We have. This is still local.
Is that where
we
I
have
take
like
my pants off?
no. I mean, I don't know. You can like you just have to know that like where does the camera cut off? You know what I'm saying? You got to be real careful
Hey.
with.
Where the camera cuts off is where I begin. Right. And end. Who knows?
It's the show where we are nobody who is wearing pants. Will you ever know?
I could.
Catch me on
Could it-
Splatter.
It would be splatter
Splotchy.
Splotchy.
Follow me on YouPorn.
Splotchy. Splotchy.
Splotchy's the new social media site.
I'm going to write a
We
song
like-
called Splotchy tonight. Featuring Patty Kaufman. I'm sure he'd be in on it.
He would.
Where is Patty
Collaboration.
K? Actually,
Splotchy.
Probably home drinking whiskey. I'm guessing, laying in
Yeah.
a bathtub somewhere. Just saying.
Somebody,
Just
like,
saying.
check this out. Can somebody clip that? I know you don't know what that means, but if we're asking where Patty K is,
Just saying.
Just-
Shaving
just
a
clip it.
mohawk.
like, I
laying
just
in a
want to put
tub,
that. I just want to put
Probably
that
with
on.
a big cat.
Laying with the cat, you know.
I would just very much like to put that clip on TikTok.
Listening to his roommate yell from the other room playing video games. That's, it's all.
Hey, dude, his roommate gave me a video card. His roommate, fucking, I love Patty K's
I love
roommate.
his
I know,
roommate.
I don't know his name at all, but he's
Chase.
awesome. Chase is awesome. Yeah, I like
He is.
Chase.
He's got this really foofy looking cat. It's really weird.
I've never.
Maine Coon.
It looks
now,
like Dr. Claus like cat.
I didn't even know that he had a floofy looking cat. That
It's
guy's
really
That guy gave
floofy.
me a video card and has a floofy
They have a
looking cat.
floofy pussy. It's
It's a
really,
Maine Coon. It's a fucking big ass cat. I have one.
Is
I
that
have a
what
big
it is?
orange one.
You have a
Yeah, but you
big
didn't give
orange
me a
floofy
video
cat.
card.
I didn't give you a video card. I've given you like 9 tablets, and they've all been stolen out of the studio.
Oh, we have a tablet again. Yo, check this out. Fucking Media Lunch. Can you read out Local Love?
Thank you for showing up and hanging out and listening to some live fucking music. Thank you, John, for coming on our show
Bye.
again. Can
Thank
you
you.
please tell people where to find you on the
Yeah,
internet?
thank you so much for having me. Thank you guys so much for spending time out of your week to do local music. Appreciate it. Gives us guys like me a little place to go on a Tuesday night. But yeah, you can find me on the Facebook. You can find me on Instagram for just like updates and news about my albums. You can find all of my music on Bandcamp, including my latest single I put out a couple days ago called Side of the Road, which will be featured on Volume 2 of my upcoming 49 song album, which will be Volume 1 I'm dropping on Friday. And then Volume 2 will be April 15th. Volume 3 will be, the 27th or something like that of April. So 2 weeks apart, I'm dropping the albums like that. So, yeah. It's been pretty fucking crazy couple of months
No shit.
recording music. Like, basically, I dropped the album on New Year's Day, and then I wrote like 5 songs that will be on like my next album, and then I recorded like straight for 2 months and didn't stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's a shit ton.
Yeah, so I recorded like 54, 55 songs, and 49 of them are going on the album.
Goddamn. You had to do like a hidden track. That's the 50th song.
Look
What
at
the
Chad
hidden
is
track?
encouraging bad behavior as you're trying to read the show out there, like just throwing the gay Steve emotes. They're like, Dave, it's like fucking, it's only 10:15 and you're somewhat intoxicated. Look at, they know. They
Yeah.
know there's a non-zero
It's blinking
chance.
and bouncing, and there's hearts, and there's Pikachus, and there's all kinds of fucking crazy shit.
There's a
dancing all over the
non-zero
place.
chance of this whole thing
The
becoming a
Nightbot
problem.
shared my Spotify, but I would go to my Bandcamp. Go to my Bandcamp.
Hey,
and-
Renna, what you need to do is you need to bother me tomorrow. Be like, why when you say "bang Renna" in the chat, does it send people to fucking Spotify?
Yeah, don't.
And then
go
Gay Steve
there.
will be like, "Go fuck yourself," and then we'll fix it.
So thank you for joining us here for Local Love podcast listeners. Live listeners, don't go anywhere. We will be continuing this journey into whatever the fuck it turns
Go
into.
listen to the Alabastard.
Listen to the Alabastard.
We could just play an Alabastard song after we get back from this.
No, we're gonna play fucking Town Crier.